Hello everyone and welcome back to Adventures of Me, and today we're going to be continuing our game a day discussion. Today we're going to be talking about one of my favourite games, and I bought a console just to get this game, and that is Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. When I got this, I had a job, like a summer job type thing, and I decided I really wanted to get this game. And it was on the PSP. Now, at the time, I had a PSP from China that had pirated games on it, for lack of a better word, and those games, you know, it was great to play them, and I took it more of a test them out because I did want to buy a legit PSP in Australia. So when I saw that this game was out, I saved up money from that job. I got myself a PSP and this game. that was practically all I had for a while. And I absolutely loved it. I was so into Final Fantasy VII and everything Final Fantasy at that point. I had seen the movie, Advent Children. I'd played the original game. I had looked up Dirge of Cerberus, and then I got this. And then later on I got Dirge of Cerberus as well, and pretty much immersed myself everything Final Fantasy VII that I could. I've got my pre-order for the remake. Can't wait for that, except for the fact that in Australia, now the date's been delayed. It comes out on Good Friday, which means I won't be able to get it day of release because I got a physical copy. So everyone in Australia that has a pre-order at a physical store won't be able to pick it up, which is kind of frustrating, but that's the thing. They base it upon, I guess, their calendar with Japan and all that, so it makes sense for them, but for the rest of the world it kind of sucks a little bit. But anyway, back onto Crisis Core. This game was I guess a full Final Fantasy RPG on a portable system, with some amazing graphics for the time, I would say. I absolutely loved it. And it explores Zack Strife working as Soldier, working his way up through Soldier, with his mentor Angeal, and how he met Cloud, and all of his memories of going through and fighting Sephiroth and fighting Angeal and the betrayal, and going through all those different things means that he has all these memories that he wants to share and pass on, I guess. Is a really bad explanation of it, but essentially, spoiler alert, at the end of the game you die and you pass your memories on to Cloud, and then Cloud has taken on your memories as though they're his own. And that is explored in Final Fantasy VII a little bit, but this is the story that you get to play of Zack, who is the one that you actually believe you are for quite a bit of the original Final Fantasy VII game. You think that you had these memories of being a soldier, but it turns out it's Zack's memories. It's all confusing. It's confusing. I love these games, but the more I think about it, the more confusing it is. It's just bizarre. Anyway, despite all that, I love this game. It had a kind of weird roulette system in it that allowed you to get superpowered abilities, essentially, or do your summons and things like that, which I think was cool. It's definitely one of those things that was different, and I don't think they've used ever again. And it was a little bit more action RPG, I think, with some of the way that it worked. I'm trying to remember. It's been a long time since I've played it. Actually went through my PSP trying to charge it and had the charger break, buying a new one, dealing with all that. I've been looking at getting a new PSP because the one that I've got will only charge in certain ways. It's one of those things that it's just, the charging port I found on PSPs wasn't that great. It did tend to break easily. But I did get a lot of playtime out of this. I played through it all the way and then did a new game playthrough of it and got right up near the end. I think I may have finished that and started a new game plus type situation. So it's like my third playthrough. I have a feeling that's what I did the last time. It was my second all the way through playthrough. And I just started a new game on top of that again. But I loved this game. It is one of those games that I couldn't put down. I could not put down when I first got this, and I played it probably for like 2 years, every night pretty much, in bed when I probably should have been asleep playing it. On holidays, taking it with us and playing it. It was just great. Because I kind of picked it up towards the end of my secondary, I guess, as well. Probably end of year 10, year 11-ish. So I don't know, it was just one of those games. I just loved it, and I loved every bit of it, and I couldn't get enough. And I'm so excited for the remake of Final Fantasy VII. And that's supposed to be in parts, like segmented parts as well. I was like, I don't even know at what state the game is anymore. I kind of stopped looking up all the trailer, oh, not the trailers, I like the trailers. I stopped looking up all like the spoiler type based articles and discussions on the game because I didn't want anything really to be spoiled. I wanted to go back in that as though I'm playing the game again for the first time, even though I know the story. I'm just excited for that game, and I didn't want to have any of that spoiled, but I'm hoping, because the game's going to be so much bigger and on a grander scale, that they incorporate some of this game into that story, and that they can take Zack's life and give you like maybe a playable level at some point, or a flashback where you can play as Zack and live out some of this again in updated graphics to match the latest style and the play style matching as well, because I think that would definitely be something that would be good for the franchise, to extend that gameplay more than it already is, because, you know, it's a long game, Final Fantasy VII already, but I think it could still have so much more to make the franchise so much better. But I just love it. I love it. And I love this game. And if you're a Final Fantasy fan and have not played this game, I highly recommend it. It is a little bit different to like the traditional turn-based RPG stuff. So if you're not into that, definitely don't pick this up. But if you like the story of Final Fantasy VII and you want a little bit more kind of the backstory to Cloud's character and how that all happened, play this game, because that explores Zack's story and more about Sephiroth and why Sephiroth has turned against Shinra Corporation and Soldier and all that. So you can check that out in that. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to see more content coming your way. Hope you have a great day, guys, and I'll catch you next time.